I am so excited to finish our story today. I'm just going to review what we have done before. We're writing a fairy tale. We have our characters, and we have our lesson, our problem, and our solution. We've already written the beginning of our story, talking about a hook sentence, introducing our setting, introducing our characters, and then we started writing the middle of our story, kind of giving a little bit of what the problem is. And I'm just going to go back. I reread it, and so I made a couple of corrections on the middle. Carlos started thinking back about that day when along came still haven't figured out what adjective I wanted to use there. Carlos was surprised, but because he was in deep thought, I'm going to take this out, he ignored it. Then all of a sudden, he got a funny feeling. And I'm also going to take out all of a sudden. Now, I'm doing a little bit of a revising. And remember, revising can be adding more to the story or taking some things away and just making it more clear. So I just went back and I revised my middle paragraph, and we'll revise more tomorrow. I just wanted to make this a little clearer. Carlos started thinking back about that day when along came a bird. Carlos was surprised, but because he was in deep thought, he ignored it. And I'm going to change, yes. Then all of a sudden, he got a funny feeling. This is a capital. The day that Ralph got blamed for being mean was crystal clear for Carlos. He jumped suddenly. See, I changed that from awoke to jumped, trying to give it a little bit more adjectives. He jumped suddenly, and I'm going to even say he jumped up suddenly and realized there was a bird on his head. He asked the bird, "What is your name?" Gloria replied. "My name is Gloria." Carlos said, "I had the strangest feeling just now. I need to go find my friend Ralph. I need to go find my friend Ralph right now." Now, again, I said now and now, so I'm just going to take this out. Those are editing symbols that mean take out. And then I'm going to start my end. Ralph suddenly started running as fast as he could back to the farm. Now again, hopefully you can picture that in your head. You can visualize him running fast back to his farm. And Gloria was following behind him with a gleam in her eye. Again, in this story, I'm trying to add lots of vivid verbs and vivid adjectives. And so I use the word gleam, and that's like a look, but it kind of tells you that it's a happy look. And you can tell from this that she's magical. She's following behind him. She's got a gleam in her eye. So I'm going to let you know for sure. She knew exactly what was going to happen next. Okay, what do you think is going to happen next? Let me tell you, as soon as he got back to the farm. What do you think he's going to do? What do you think he's going to do? He searched for Ralph. So he's running, he's looking, he's searching, and then guess what? Finally, and that's a transition word or a temporal word, so I'm going to put a comma after that. He saw him by the magical forest. Okay, what do you think the magical forest does? Carlos was about to walk into the forest, never to be seen again. When he heard the words, wait. Who do you think's saying those? Let's see. Thankful. So Ralph really didn't want to go into the forest, but he didn't feel like he had any hope of ever having a friend. So he heard the words, wait. He was thankful. Thankful Ralph stopped him. He's thankful that he stopped him. Then what do you think I should say? What do you think I should say? Thankful he stopped him. I know. I'm going to close this up and I'm going to say, once Carlos caught up to him, he began to beg his forgiveness. Ralph was confused. He didn't know why he was asking for you're begging me for forgiveness? Why are you begging me for forgiveness? Then Carlos explained the magical feeling he felt, and then the feeling, I used feeling twice, let's see. He felt, and then let's see, the next thing he knew was that he was taken back to that horrible day where he blamed Ralph. And then everyone else did too. Let's see. Okay, let me go back and reread that. Carlos explained the magical feeling he felt, and then the next thing he knew was that this new is not the right new. This is a homophone, a word that sounds alike but doesn't mean the same thing, so I had to fix that. The next thing he knew was that he was taken back to that horrible day where he blamed Ralph, and then everyone else did too. We didn't even give you a chance. And I'm going to put that in quotation marks because Carlos is saying those words. We didn't even give you a chance to explain. So they didn't even give them a chance to explain. And, you know what? And vow, let's see, and agree never, I'm running out of room, to talk to you again. So he's like, where we blamed Ralph and then everyone else did too. We didn't even give you a chance to explain. And we also agreed never to talk to you again, said Ralph. We were wrong. We were wrong. Let's go back. And I will, might run out of room, explain everything. Okay, so we were wrong. Let's go back and I will explain everything. Then we can play a game. All right, so they're walking back and then suddenly in the distance, Gloria flies away, knowing her job is done. Okay, I know I ran out of room. I'm sorry, that's a lot of writing. So we ended up finding out that Ralph suddenly started running back as fast as he could to the farm. Gloria was following with a gleam in her eye. She knew exactly what was going to happen next. As soon as he got back to the farm, he searched for Ralph and saw him. He was about to walk into the forest, never to be heard of or seen again because it's a magical forest, and once you go in, you can't come out. Carlos was about to walk in. Thankful, Ralph stopped him. Once Carlos finally caught up to him, he began to beg his forgiveness. Ralph was confused at first. I might go back and revise that. Carlos explained the magical feeling he felt, and then the next thing he knew was that he was taken back to that horrible day where he blamed Ralph, and then everyone else did too. We didn't even give you a chance to explain, and we also agreed never to talk to you again, said Ralph. We were wrong. Let's go back, and I will explain everything. Then we can play a game. Suddenly in the distance, Gloria flies away, knowing her job is done. Okay, so that's the end of our story, and we have lots of revising to do because, again, this is my sloppy copy. It's just my rough draft. I just wanted to get my thoughts down from my events that I drew from yesterday, finished that up, and I hope you enjoyed our story, and we will see you again to revise our story. Have a good day.